Hello guys, welcome back to another session of our reality show, and welcome back to Best Passion and Reality. My name is Besem Holt, and today we are going to be talking about the things parents forget they did when they were teenagers. Yes, some of the things us parents we forget that we did when we were teenagers, and when we are like correcting our children, we do the same mistakes our parents did when we were young. So guys, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned and let's share our thoughts about this. So like I said, my name is Besem Holt, and we are welcome back to Best Passion and Reality. Today we are going to be talking about the things parents forget they did when they were young. Like every other parent, it's our right to correct our children. It's our duty to give them the best of what we parents want for our kids. But there are some certain things we do and we forget that we also did those mistakes when we were young, and the way our parents tried to correct us, we're not like happy about it. And the same mistakes, do I say mistakes, are they mistakes or are they corrections, we are using them to our kids, and that is not right, and our kids also don't like them. So one of the things we parents we forget that we also did when we were young is we made mistakes. Like, yeah, we did. Yeah, every parent made a mistake. Everybody that is a parent today made a mistake when he or she was young. Yes, we all did mistakes, of course. And when we were being corrected with what, when we were being corrected, we got angry, and we were so angry, so very, very angry with our parents that we didn't want them to correct us. And the same thing we are doing today to our kids. I will just say, for example, when I talk of mistakes, we all made mistakes, and for example, you were washing plates, or you were doing some cleaning in the house, and out of a sudden a plate fell down, or a glass had to break, and your dad or your mom get so angry and started pouring some harsh words, or some unpolite words on you. How can you be so careless? How can you be so uncareful that you had to break that glass? Come on, it's not that an intention. It's not the intention of that child to break that glass. It can happen to you, and it can happen to any other person. It was just a mistake the child did. And I think us as parents, we don't have to use words that are not pleasant to our kids. You can shout at your kid, but in a very polite way. You can use a polite way in telling the child, oh, come, listen, what you did was not wrong, but in a polite form. What you did is not wrong. You have to be careful next time when you are washing those plates. You have to be more vigilant. You have to be more. You have to do like this. You have to do like this, rather than shouting at that child and pouring all sort of unhealthy words to them. The second thing I would say, we parents will also forget that we did when we were young, when we were teenagers, is that we also keep out late nights. Of course, yeah, we did keep out late nights. There are days you go out, and you tell your dad or you tell your mom, mom, I'm going out, and I'll be back in 3-4 hours time, or at 8 o'clock I'll be at home back. But on you arriving there with your friends, and the party was so sweet, everything was going on well, the enjoyment was in the highest, was at the tip. At that moment that you were supposed to go back to the house, you just decide to say, oh, come, I'll stay more longer. And when you come back home, your dad gets angry, or your mom get angry, and had to like beat you or correct you in the form of beating or shouting at you. And I think we don't have to do that now as parents nowadays. We are in a modern society, we are in a modern world, that if a child goes out, all you have to tell your child is when you goes out and you know you are not coming back at the time, at our agreement time, please, you better call, you better send a message so that mom or dad is going to sleep in peace. Mom or dad is going to have some cold head rather than thinking maybe something has happened to you. And if the child happens not to send a message or not to call, and he comes or he or she comes back the next day or 3 4 hours later, all you have to do is to put the child down and talk to the child in a polite form, in a polite way, in a responsible way, like you are talking to you to an adult, like you're talking to a friend, rather than shouting at the child or beating the child. So those are the mistakes we parents we make, and forget that those mistakes our parents also made them when we were young and we didn't like them. Another point I would like to say is, every parent, yeah, you watching me, if you are a parent, you want light because you want to come out of a situation. And your dad or your mom knew that you were lying. Of course, they knew that you were lying, but they had to accept your lies because they don't want they just wanted things to be okay. Or maybe when they realized that it was a lie, they had to get you well beaten, or they had to shout at you, they had to bully at you, they had to pour all sort of words to you, you liar, you thief, you that. But nowadays, I think now, like a parent, these are my experiences I'm sharing with you. Like a parent, if I realize that my son has lied to me, I will call him. I called him to talk. I called him. I said, "Come, we have to talk together. We have to sit down and talk like a mother-daughter conversation." I'll say, "Listen, what you told me is not true. I've realized that what you said is a lie. I knew you want to come out from this situation. I knew you were lying because you are afraid that if mama or daddy knows about the truth, they are going to get angry. But please, next time, what I'm telling you is next time, don't lie again. Telling lies is not good. You have to always tell the truth, and only the truth can save you, can keep you out of any problem. So please don't lie." Yeah, we all pass through that. And at times when you as a dad, you realize that your child is lying or your child has lied, you get angry and start to scream at that child, or start to beat that child, or start to shout at the child. But then that's not the best way. You have to call that child, put that child down, like you're talking to a friend, like you're talking to your husband, like you're talking to your wife. You have to go on a consultation. Another thing I just said I should talk about, another point that I have to talk about, is that we all as parents, or I would say most parents, apart from those that were very, very intelligent, the intelligent ones, those that were super, super clever, they didn't fail the exam. We all failed exam. You had to or you didn't pass a subject and you get angry, and or you failed an exam and you came back home, and your dad or your mom was very angry and started shouting at you, "You this dull boy, you this dull girl, how can you fail your exam? You look at this simple thing you have to read, you were not." But those are words we are not supposed to use to them. We have to encourage them. We have to encourage them. We have to talk to them in a polite way. You have to encourage them in a different way. Yes, you tried your best. I know maybe you didn't read the topic very well. You were not prepared for it. But next time when you know you are going to have an exam, you have to concentrate, you have to read, you have to sit down and read, and you make it, rather than you discouraging the child. You have to instead encourage the child and say it's normal to fail an exam, but then when you fail, you learn from your failures. Everybody has to fail, but when you fail, you learn from your failures, rather than you shouting at that child that, "Oh, you are not supposed to fail an exam, you are not supposed to." Those are the mistakes we parents we make, and those are the mistakes our parents made when we were young, and we are taking it to carrying it to our generation, to our kids, to our children. And we have to look for a different way to talk to our kids, because we are now in a different, I would say, kids here in Europe is sorry, my eyes question. Kids in Europe, it's difficult for you to bring up a child. I would say difficult to bring up a child in Europe, because it gets to a stage where that child will look you in the eyes and tell you that, "Hey mom, hey dad, this what you're saying is not correct or it's not right." But if you from the beginning, the basis from everything from the beginning is for you to communicate with your child, no matter how young they are. If you start communicating with your child at that early age, they will know that communication is a key to every success. Communication is a key to whatever thing you want to do. And even if they have something that they are afraid to tell, you are the only person, you as a mom, you as a dad, you are the only person that your child can come to and express their feelings. They can't go to somebody else, they can't go somewhere. So we as parents shouldn't forget that things that our children are doing today, we did them when we were young, when we were also teenagers. Of course, we did them when we were teenagers. We also made mistakes. We didn't want corrections. We get angry when we were being corrected. We lied to our elders. We lied to them because we want to come out of one or two situations. We kept out late nights. We failed exams. We did so many things when we were young. And now when we are correcting our kids, it's like we were the perfect children or the perfect kids in those days. Back then. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth about it. We should be truthful to ourselves. And like at times we have to sit and think like, oh, I did this mistake too when I was young. I have to know the words to use to this child. So those are the points I says I should come and share with you guys. I know it's not easy, but then we just have to keep talking, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking, and keep talking. Talking is all that can help. Consultation, you have to always consult with your child. You have to also always consult with your kids, no matter how young they are, no matter how bad you think they are, but consult with them to also know their own point of view. Also know their points of view. You don't have to always impose on them. Let's stop imposing on our children, mostly us, the African parents. We should stop imposing on our children. Let's try to consult with them, talk with them, ask their own opinion. What do you think about it? What do you think? Do you think if we do it this way, it's going to work this way? What do you think? This is my idea. What's your idea? And I think we are going to make up a better society. So guys, thanks once more for watching, and I hope to see you guys in our next video. And if you haven't subscribed, please just go down there and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to do what? Don't forget to like, don't forget to share this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.